Welcome back to my small engine repair channel, guys. Thanks for joining me on today's video. What we're going to take a look at today is we're going to see if my homemade blade balancer that I made 4 years ago and put a video on the channel is going to still hold up as far as accuracy compared to this Oregon blade balancer. And so let's take a look at it, see what happens. Okay guys, so I purchased this blade balancer last year. I haven't had a chance to install it yet, but I've been using this blade balancer that I'd made a video on. It is how to make your own blade balancer for less than $20. I'll put a link to that video up in the top corner and also in the description below. I've been using this religiously for 4 years. Previously, I had been using this little doohickey here. You can get it online for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 bucks. Problem is that the blades, because these are stepped down, the blades don't typically sit perfectly left to right on this thing. So I've always been struggling with this thing to get an accurate read. The other method you could do is to just set up a nail into the end of a piece of wood or into your vise or something like that. I've even used a center punch, hole punch, and put that in there for a nice sort of thicker rounded base to stick my lawnmower blades on. I've tried all these different methods, guys. This one by far seems to be the most accurate and best, and that's why I've been using it for 4 years. I thought I'd upgrade to this one and see how it compares. I bought this personally with my own money. This is not a sponsored video. I will give you my opinion on this. So far, I've just installed it. I have not actually utilized this yet. If you're interested in it, there is the part number 42-047 from Oregon. This particular item goes for about $162 or something like that. I think you can get it probably cheaper on the famous online retailer, but from Oregon's site it's $162. And like I said, this costs less than $20 for me to build that. So we're going to see how the two compare and see if you should go with something like that, or if it's advisable just to upgrade to something like this. Alright, so I just picked 2 random blades from my pile here, guys. I don't know anything if these blades, definitely this one obviously is chewed up. This was more of like in my scrap pile. This one is from the longest blade I could find, just to see if it would fit in the space that I have this on. And this one looks literally like it's a new old stock blade. It still has the machine marks on it. It's just rusted. Okay, so this, I would consider this a brand new blade, and this one obviously being, you know, a junky blade. But let's just see how they compare as far as being balanced. So with this guy here, we're just gonna put it up here, and if it's balanced, it should stay nice and level. You can see not too bad. Try it one more time. Okay, now if I set it up there. So obviously I didn't have it set correctly the first time there, so you just got to be careful, and I always check it a couple times just to make sure, and I flip it over sometimes too. But you can see it's definitely heavier on this end. Okay, so you would have to actually take some material off on this end. Now let's see how that compares to this fancy one. Now you're supposed to push that in. Let's see if I can do this one-handed as I'm filming, and then you pull there's some strong magnets that kind of lock that in. And now we can just let it go from horizontal here. And sure enough, yeah, you can see this end is definitely heavier. So both of them are indicating the same side as being heavier. So that's a good start. Now let's try this other one here. Now this other one is kind of difficult sometimes because of the shape of it, how you're gonna line this up, because it doesn't sit like straight up and down. You can see it kind of wants to teeter, but it should, from a lateral perspective or balance perspective, it should still be okay. And you can see immediately it shows this end is dropping. Okay, so let's move this one over. I'll lock that one on. And you can see I'm having to hold this end up, so we definitely know it's showing the same side. Now this just got caught on my reel, but you can see definitely this end is the heavier end. Okay, so both of them so far are indicating the same readings as far as whether or not these blades are balanced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and balance this one using my old school $20 blade balancer. And then once I have it balanced over here, then I'm going to go ahead and try it over here and see if how accurate it is compared to that one. Alright, so you can see I've taken some material off here of this particular blade to try and balance it, get it nice and balanced here using my trusty balancer that I've been using for the last 4 years. And you can see it's nice and balanced. We'll put it on the Oregon, see what we got. Alright, put it on the Oregon here, see what we got. And with the instructions that came with the Oregon, guys, as long as it's within 15 degrees of level, that is considered a balanced blade. So this one is perfectly level as it was over there. Now, I would say, honestly, that you can fine-tune things a little bit better with this. I do like the setup. I like the ease of use. I do like the magnet system. This bearings system that they have is very smooth. The other thing, this has a unit that mine doesn't have, which would be easy enough to install or create my own. Probably with just, I don't know, some sort of even a big Allen key or something to that effect, is this item right here, which kind of tells you if now the way I have it set up, this isn't going to work all that well, but basically it's going to tell you whether or not your blade is bent, so you can kind of adjust this so that as it goes by it just touches, and then you can do the same on the other side, rotate it around, and that would be useful for sure, just to see if there's any slight bends in the blade as well. So overall, guys, I do like this unit, but is it worth literally spending, 8 or 9 times the cost of just getting one of these? I would say no. Honestly, if you're just a DIYer and you want to have something that's slightly better than this little cone thing for accuracy or a nail, then by all means go ahead and purchase one of those bearing kits, and make your own. I mean, it's super simple. Get it done in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. So yeah, if you're just a homeowner and you want to have slightly more accurate, maybe you're doing 3 blades at a time because you have a lawn tractor, you know, this little guy is going to be definitely more accurate than this one. Okay. But I mean, if you have a shop or you do a lot of blades or you have your own landscaping company, I think this guy is actually worth the investment. I do like the build quality, the ease of use, and it is a quite a decent unit. So I definitely would recommend this one as well. So hopefully you guys, you know, anybody who's actually followed my video and made their own one of those guys, hopefully it served you well. It is a very popular video on my channel. Thank you guys for all the support on the channel over the last 4 years, and you can continue to help me generate more and more content here by liking this video. If you have any questions, please leave the comments down below. I get to all of those as well. So until our next project, guys, take care.